Hey guys, my name is Pushpender Saini. Once again I came with a very interesting tutorial. In this tutorial I am going to tell you how the driver moves on the user application with animation and with rotation. As you can see in my left side, here you can see single driver is moving to the destination. Okay, I have set one destination and the driver is moving on my application. So into the complete structure I am going to tell you with Firebase in Kotlin language, okay, how the driver reach to the destination actually. So watch the complete video tutorial, because in this complete video tutorial I have create two application, one for driver and another for user application. In both application I am using Firebase for real-time interaction. Okay, so here you can see my driver is moving right now. Okay, so you can see on my screen how the driver is moving. So keep watching the complete video tutorial, you will definitely get, and the complete code of this video tutorial you will get into the description. So please understand first and then start development. So for this complete tutorial I will create two applications, one application for driver and another application for user. So let's begin with driver application. What we actually have to do in driver application, we have to fetch the current location of the device, we have to listen every changes into the location. Second thing, we have to integrate Firebase real-time database. Third thing, we have to emit or we have to push our current latitude longitude to the Firebase. And in user application what we have to do, we have to integrate the Firebase and we have to listen the driver location, means we have to put some listener for the real-time database. Okay, so let's begin with the driver application. Over here I am creating empty activity. Okay, and I will give name called as any name, let's say driver. Okay, from here you can select the location. So I am selecting the project location. So here is my driver application, it's rendering, it will take some time. Now it's done. So at the very first, as I told you, we have to integrate the location listener. Okay, so we need to give the location permission, and this is location access fine location, and second one is course location. Okay, this is done. Now second thing, we also need to give internet permission, internet. This is also done. After that we have to create one service for location listener. So I'll create one package, services. Here I will create location listener. Okay, driver location, here it is. Now what I have to extend, first extends location listener, and then I have to implement its method on location change. Okay, so it will return us location. Now I am taking one private where location and type of location, by default null. Okay, and one more service called as service, also we have to implement its method on bind, and one more on create on start command. Okay, on start command what we have to do, we have to start our location listener, and here we are going to use one Google service for location. Okay, so we are going to use this service, and before that we will upgrade this. Sync, and below that implement. This is all fine. Okay, so here is our location service. Now we can use fused location here. Okay, so we will start from one function, private function start location update. So this will be our function which will start our location update. Here what I'm going to do, first of all I will take one more private variable, private where, and it is location request, it is type of location request, by default it is null. Now over here I'm going to assign the value location request equals location request. Great. Now location request dot priority is equal to location request dot high accuracy. Second thing, location request dot interval, we can say 505 seconds. Location request dot fastest interval, you can give half of the normal interval, let's say 250 seconds. Okay, now what you have to do, we have to build a builder. So well, builder is equal to location setting request dot builder. Okay, now builder dot add location request, and here we will pass, before that we will validate location request dot with let keyword. Okay, it will be we can say loc req, done. So it will be here. Now our location request done and builder also done. We have to build and we have to take that build into some variable. Well, location setting builder equals, it will be builder dot build, done. So it is location, we can say location setting request. Now after that, now we will create setting clients which will check for the location. Okay, well, location setting equals location service dot get setting clients, and here we are going to pass this. Okay, now we have location setting, we have location setting request, and already builder work completed here. Now what is the next task? So now we have to check for the permissions. Okay, how we will check? It is normal. Now get fused location provider, and here we are going to pass this dot request location updates. Okay, location callback, location padding intent. So we will use this one here. First thing, location request, so where is location setting request. Second things, callback, so it will be, we can say object location callback, this will be like that. Now third thing is get main looper. Now it's done. I think we are missing something here. Here this location request will come, so we can say loc request, and this will be like that, and here we will get the location. So location result, this is location result. Now on location change, and here p0, we can say p0 dot last locations, and here it will be p0 dot last location and with let keyword. Okay, so we can send actual location, this will be, we can say last location of the device. Now this work completed. Now second thing, what we have to do, we have to listen that, and we have to call this from over here, and from here we will return null. Great. And on create, if you require, we can call the same thing, start location update. Now I'm going to attach this into my main activity inside the application tag, and here it will be service, name of the service, that's it. And from here I will call that service, so SL, got it. Now I will run that in my device and we will see the output, and here I will print now I am running this in my Android device for checking out is it working or not. Application run, because I did not give location request location permission in else condition, so that's why these permissions we will give into the main activity. Before that we have checked we will check with one function, private function check location permissions. Great. And we will call here, and over here on permissions, if it is, what we will check here, if we can say result request code double equals 101 and permission granted, then here you can put the same code. Then we will call check for permission again. Done. I'll create one function, private function has permissions, and it will be boolean. Return true, else return false. Okay, this function will let us know about the permissions is there or not. So if has permission, else the same code will execute, and if has permission, then we will call this from here. Now from here check permissions. Now again I will run and we will see the output. So it will pop up one allow location, and if allow location, then on location change is getting call whenever latitude longitude gets changed. Okay, I give fastest interval. One more line, we have to add custom notification for the service, so make sure you also add in your location service and give the name like driver using your location. Okay, and after that we will try to build our application. If all is working fine, then it's great. And here I'm getting the same error. We need to add one permission, uses foreground permissions. So now finally there would not be any error. Okay, here it is, location coming fine. Now I will integrate Firebase with that. Okay, so for that I need to log in with Firebase, and first I will go to the doc, get started for Android. It's basic installation, nothing special. We'll go to the main bundle, project. Here Google already added, so now need to add Google services. Copy and paste, remove this below. Second line, Google in repository, it is already there. Apply plugins in main file, and it is here. So we can say remove this and ID, like that. We can do like that. Now finally syncing done. Implement Biomi. Here it is. And second we will use analytics, or we will directly go to the real-time database for Android. Get started. Firebase database. Sync now. Now we have to emit some information, means we have to put some information. So how we will do that? I will put it here, private where dbref, and it will be database reference null. Now inside the on create dbref, it's dbref equals firebase dot database get instance, and it will be instance. Okay, so db reference done. Now after that I will check to this one and I will come back. I'm taking this listener at the bottom of this file. So db ref dot set value, creating one model called as models my location, ignore extra property, and it will be like that. And in front of that I'm going to add data, and what will be inside that, where latitude double where longitude double, by default null. Dear location, well my location, and here my location I am going to set latitude, and latitude will be p0 dot latitude, same way longitude p0 dot longitude. Done. Now this value I have to set in our database. So db ref dot set value, and here I'll give first dot child, and I'll give like driver points set value. Here I'm going to set my location. Now it's done. We have done that. Now we will check the output, it is updating or not. So how we can do that, we will go back to the Firebase console. Oh my god, Google JSON is missing. So at the time of adding now Android, here I need to give the application name, which I will find here, driver. This is optional. I'll continue with it. I'll download and I'll put inside my app folder. Okay, I'll put here open as project, and done. Now I have JSON file. Now I will run this point. Done. This is also done. This is done. We will see the output here. Location unchanged. We will see our real-time database. Here must be one driver point. I think setup not done, permission denied. So rules for testing, it will be true, and this is also true. Now publish. So here you can see driver point triggering, and it is changing as per whatever the location is updating. Now secondly, what we have to do, I will create one user application, okay, where we have to show the driver marker. So now file new, open new project, next user, okay, done, finish. Now I have two applications. Okay, so it's done. First of all, same way I have to use the library. I will pick all the library, copy, and I will paste here. I will upgrade plugin. Now I will add this application, user application, to the same account. User register app. It will give me one JSON file, and I will move it same way. This is driver app, this is user app. Here it is. Now open this as Android project. So sync now. Finally, for map integration, you need to add map. For using the map, first you need to use this metadata. Okay, so in Android manifest file, inside the application tag, use metadata. And second thing, you have to use the Google Map API. This Google Map API maps API key, and you need to create as debug. Here you need to add Google Map API key, and for map you need to use the additional API, this one. Okay, now sync your project, and here you will see it's working. Okay, now go to main activity. First of all, we have to assign this map. So how we can do that? Private var map fragment. Okay, here it is. Now map fragment dot it will be private var it's Google Map, type of Google Map, by default null, and it will be this dot Google Map equals Google Map. Done. Now we have to listen the data. So how we can listen? First we already integrate the Firebase. Now private function driver point dot add event, add value event listener. Main activity. Now I will call this after readying the map. Now we will listen the events, and I am running this. We forgot to give internet permission. Then it's done. Now second task, we have to show the driver marker over here, and we need to check the snapshot driver points. So here value latitude longitude is coming. Now we have to move our marker and we have to animate that. So first thing we have to show the marker. Okay, here I will take one private variable, private, where Google we can say driver marker, type of marker. Now we have to add one marker as I told. So Google Map, inside that lat long, here latitude comma longitude. So this is my driver marker. First of all I will check driver marker double equals null. Then this will be my driver marker and it will be Gmap. Now again I will run and small changes. I have convert from JSON to HashMap because the snapshot value is in HashMap. Okay, and then I convert into the double format. Now after that if I run this, then we can see the output. Here is driver marker. Now we have to focus on driver marker. Okay, so how we can do that? It will be Gmap and here let long. Okay, now let's see. Now you can see driver is showing here. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to rotate this driver, I have to animate this driver. First code I have to find out the bearing, how much angle for particular position. So there is one function. If you require the code, you can find the link into the description. These three function is useful for calculate the bearing, angle. So here, well, bearing, and it will be driver marker dot position, and here we can send like driver marker dot position let. Now bearing done. Now we have to do animate. Now directly animate marker to position old. This is for animating the marker. Now I require one function for rotating the marker. So this function is for rotating the marker. Now I am going to call this function before animation. Here rotate marker and I will pass driver marker rotation bearing dot to float. Done. Now old position, so it will be let long, new position. Now we will see the output again and it will move hopefully. Here you can see it start working and it will rotate also. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand the complete structure, how driver moves on Android application and how the big application is working nowadays, like Ola, Google Map and Uber. So many more application is following the same strategy for moving the marker. And one more thing I would like to tell you that Firebase is a paid API. Okay, after some uses, so it will be paid. So I will suggest you use socket.io because it is free. At the time of real-time database, you need to use socket.io. And one more thing I would like to tell you that please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, because on my YouTube channel you will find lots of Android tutorials. So keep boosting your skill and keep watching these videos. Thank you so much. Have a great time. Bye bye.